hurtling, streamline everything. You have to build up a heck of a lot of speed, like a bullet, to climb up the other side. He blew at his loose hair with an upward puff. Hurtling, like scarp, another word no other schoolboy I knew would use. I tightened my hands on the rubber grips. He must have guessed I hadn't zoomed down the hill before, but didn't seem to care that I had pretended. Actually, I haven't done this before. Not really. So, you ready? He grinned, planting dimples in both cheeks. When you get to the bottom, ring your bell and start pedaling like mad. Okay. I fingered the trigger of my bell, absolved. Right. 1, 2, 3, go! A fraction of a second behind Jay, whose silver bike did hurtle, I bent low, gripping hard, and flew. The grey cemetery wall, stray bougainvillea and mimosa melted into a thin blur. We whizzed past 2 sun-dipped women collecting water from a standpipe, tires spraying sparklets, thumbs jabbing tinkle-tankle, flooding the valley with peals of laughter. Then the road reared up. Everything slowed. "Come on," Jay called out from the summit. "Pedal harder." Even standing on the pedals would not make them go round fast enough. I ground to a stop and had to push my bike the rest of the way, ashamed that my muscles proved to be the dead loss I'd always suspected them to be. "Too much, huh?" Jay called out, his long body slouched in the saddle. "Couldn't do it. The last bit. You need another gear." Jay clicked the lever on the decorated handlebar with his thumb and ran through the changes. He did not mock me. "Let's go for a chocolate." "I've only got 10 cents. My parents didn't believe in pocket money, and I had to operate on the black market, trading books, selling off Christmas presents, scavenging small change from jam jars. But that unforgettable day, eager and chaste, my finances were in a trough, as were the country's according to my maddening father. "We'll take a shortcut." He whipped down a small stony lane that dog-legged to join Buller's Road and picked his way, carefully avoiding the sharper stones. I followed, sticking to the smoother edge. The house on the corner had a garden of pink and purple bordered by bushes with tiny, glittery leaves, a hideout for rustlers and outlaws from the ordinary world, in which I too did not belong. I yearned for adventure, far from my ma and pa, even though I loved them, if love was what I believed it was, and had nothing to do with girls and boys. When we reached the main road, Jay accelerated to top speed again, riding the wave in the flabby ribbon of tar that had softened and swollen in the lazy afternoon sun. Halfway along, on the other side of the avenue, a red and white striped awning marked the new milk bar, the first of its kind in Colombo, where I had read in a Sunday ad you could get a flavor of the future, chocolac, vanillac, or even tangolac. Jay, sidling up to the smart zinc counter, asked the man behind it for a chocolate milk, and then turned to me. "And you, what do you want?" Confused by the heady mix of fresh paint and scented syrup, I plumped for the same. "Yeah, me too." Something moved inside me, something mysteriously more that I longed for but could not yet put into words. Jay squeezed the soft ear of his bronco. The brake handle squeaked. "I always come here at 5:30. Mahila's last customer." "Why so late?" "To catch the sun when it falls," he sang with a goofy grin. "Stick around. I'll show you." No one had ever spoken to me so easily, with such an open heart. The invitation kept ringing in my head. Sure, I'll stick around. We stood straddling our bikes, 2 Mustang riders waiting for the sun to go down and the shooting to begin. Jay tall enough to have both feet on the ground, me a few inches shorter, having to angle my bike and keep one foot on a notched-up stirrup.